Welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing a psychic reading on Taraji P. Henson. For those of you that do not know who she is a famous actress and author. She has been on movies, Tyler Perry's movies. She has, been on Empire, so as known as Cookie, her character on Empire, was on Fox TV, is on Fox. And she's been on other, shows and movie roles that she's had. So she's had a great amount of success. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into what I see for the remaining of 2018 going forward for her. The first thing that I have to say remarkably is that I feel like there's a lot of pain behind her. I feel like she puts on a tough girl or tough gal, exterior for her movie roles. So a lot of people know her or see her as a strong woman, which she really is a strong woman in real life. But I feel like behind, the character, there's a lot of pain that she would be holding on to. And these are things that I don't think she speaks of often to, in interviews or to people. Only the people that are her confidants or that would know her very well would be able to really know the real Taraji. I get like, she would be going through some depression at times. I feel like her life, even though she is in the spotlight, there's a lot of discrimination that she would have faced and is facing, in the movie, in Hollywood, among the producers and people who would, try to give roles to other people. I feel like, she's had to fight for, what she how successful she is now and where she is going. I don't feel like she's going to stop. We're going to continue to see her do a lot of powerful roles. One in particular that's coming through as a vision is her being dressed up as an older lady for, this is some kind of movie that she would be working on. I don't know if this is more in the future oriented, but I see her dressed up in a lot of makeup, that is like a mask to be made to look older than what she is with gray hair. So this is a movie role that Spirit is showing me that she would be, working on soon. It will be, within the next 3 to 5 years. It's going to have a powerful a role and a powerful message behind the movie. I also feel like a lot of people see her, as someone who, a lot of people that are looking from the outside and see the celebrity and not, Taraji, the woman, they see her as this very, I'm being very respectful, but like bougie, her character's kind of, her persona or her, her demeanor is bougie because that's how she's known, for in Empire, kind of like, real eccentric, just top of the world, and really and truly, she's a very respectable lady in real life, not, the character, but herself. And I feel like she has struggled in relationships and people taking advantage of her kindness. So in many ways she has developed a thick shell, but behind this, in the moments where she is alone, I feel like there's a lot of sadness behind her, where she, feels like there's a lot of dysfunction, especially in her family and her son's father. I just feel like she doesn't really, talk to that side of the family a lot. There is dysfunction and her son is everything to her, but I just get, that there is a lot of worries that she holds on to. And it's like, she doesn't want to ever stop, and she knows that, in this industry, that the moment that you do stop, there's always going to be a new talent or someone younger coming ahead. So she has that mentality where she's going to, regardless of age, she's going to keep slaying and keep, doing her thing in Hollywood. And it's just amazing, her work ethic. I feel like she, what we see is what we get. She's the real deal, and she's not one to really hold her tongue or bite her tongue when it comes to something that's on her mind. She's gonna say it. And but she has a she has a fun sense of humor, and I think a lot of people don't see past the, they label her as a diva, and I don't feel like she's a diva. In real life, she can be so funny and crack jokes with her castmates and people on set. And just, she has her moments, and there's like inside jokes. I hear her, talking to other people, and there's like inside jokes about, certain hairstyles or like the wardrobe that another actor or actress is being dressed in. So yeah, she's definitely funny. I do feel like right now she is fighting This is either advocating for a group of people, either this is, somewhat some people that are disadvantaged, or there's something coming up. But it shows, what I see from spirit is that basically there's something that she's not fully aware, or she's not fully happy with the outcome. This could be news that someone close to her, whether it's a friend, received, and she just doesn't agree with the verdict or with the decision that has been made. This feels very business oriented in the world of Hollywood. So I would say has to do more like with a movie role, or with some kind of problem on set wherever she's filming. I just keep getting that she's not happy with the outcome, but she has a lot of patience, and spirit is working through her. She is protected by angels, and I just get that she shouldn't get too involved in this, because ultimately it doesn't really pertain to her right now to get involved in this. It would just be like a distraction for her. But I feel like things are going to work out for this person, but she is worried about this person, and I feel like that's just who she is. She would give the shirt off of her back to anyone that she really cares about, and I feel like she always is putting others before herself. So the message from spirit here is for Taraji to really, focus on herself, and really, just give it all. It's her time to be happy. I think she was really, worried about her love life and being single forever, because she didn't feel like she would find her soulmate. So I'm going to get into the next slide here, and this is going to be the slide here that you see is Taraji and her fiance, Kelvin Hayden. So these two actually have a lot of synergy together. I feel like they are soulmates. I actually feel like she, feels younger. Not that she's old at all. She's about 47 years old, I believe. So she's still young, but I feel like she's even younger when she's with Kelvin. And I feel like he brings out that fun nature in her, and they just have this awesome chemistry and bond. And so she's now living life for the first time. I feel like she is exhaling and just, living in the moment and just really enjoying and showing off her boyfriend because, I feel like she's very proud of him. He's good looking, and she's beautiful herself, and I feel like they're like a power couple. She feels like she's Beyonce and Jay-Z in many ways. So it's kind of like that kind of energy and vibe that I'm getting from these two. I do feel like Kelvin is so different than Taraji. He is such a jokester, a prankster. He likes to have fun, do things that make her laugh, and really can sometimes irritate her too, because he knows which buttons to push with her. But that all comes with the soulmate package, and I really feel like they are meant to be together. I feel like he's very honest. I don't see that he would be a cheater, someone that's disloyal. I feel like he has a good soul, and he's very empathic as well. Taraji's more psychic. She has more intuitive abilities. But with Kelvin, I feel like he's more of an empath and a healer. And I feel like in many ways, him coming into her is not a surprise. Coming into her life actually brought healing for her, because she was at a point where she was about to throw her hands up in the air, literally, with love, where love was concerned, because she had met so many rotten apples that she wasn't sure, she would ever be able to find a true soulmate bond. And that's what I get with her and Kelvin. I feel like they are planning their wedding. They have a lot of good, other announcements, regarding them. And just I see them traveling and just having fun. So, yeah, I feel like these two have potential to last, but like I said, I don't want to jinx them with any couple. It's kind of hard. I do this reading, and it's a snapshot in time. It's basically what I see and receive from spirit. Things can change in a year, but I really feel like their energy is very close together, and for the most part, their relationship would work out, because she's so mature. He's a little younger, or not, I don't know his age, but I feel like he's younger energetically than her spiritually. So they both will complement each other, and I feel like they both just have this great, like I said, union. And basically her wisdom and her life experiences have now set her into a path of higher living, and basically she is now more aligned with her true self. And I feel like a lot of the baggage that she had carried over the years would be pain or distrust or just not, feeling like she would ever, be happy, is now being lifted away from her. And Kelvin is a big player in this role, of them coming together. And I feel like he's, really, just elevating her, and likewise she is, providing him with stability. He just didn't want someone out of the ordinary, who just didn't have character. Like I said, Taraji is beautiful and she has, style, and she's, her career's established. So she's not looking for someone to really kind of like support her, but really and truly they're like 50-50, and they both have their set careers. And for those of you that don't know, I believe Kelvin is in sports in the NFL. I'm not sure, but I get that, he would be in that. So they're definitely, like I said, they're very good for each other, and there's just a lot of chemistry. I do feel like there are some key people in her life that may not like the fact that she's moving on. These could be exes or people, that were ex-friends of her that are just negative and critics, but she really doesn't care what they have to say at this point. But I do feel like yeah, they're in a good spot. He has to be careful though, because I do feel like since he can feel things very closely, he can get into some kind of depression himself, and it would be something that would lead him to, maybe drinking or smoking, things that he shouldn't be doing. So there is a tendency that Spirit says that, for Kelvin, he does really need to pay attention to this. But I also get with him that he does need to be careful with his right shoulder and also his knee. There could be an injury that would be sustained from playing, sports and just being very active lifestyle that he has. And I also see him in the gym. So whenever he's, out there, he just needs to be careful, because there could be some problems that would be like a setback, a temporary setback for him physically. But that happens, that can happen, has the potential within 2 years from now. So he just needs to take it a little bit slower and just realize and listen to his body. Like I said, he's still young, but just needs to listen a little bit more to his body there. I do get like around Taraji, around her career. She is within, the next year or so, there are going to be some situations in which she may feel trapped either in a contract or in something that she wants to get out of. But Spirit is saying that this is temporary, and basically she comes out of it, excuse me. She does come out of this in a more positive manner, and actually is more in control of her career. So I don't know if she's going to fire her agent or her talent manager, whoever's in charge of her, but somebody is going to get the axe, basically, is what Spirit is saying. And I feel like, this is a business situation, so it's not conducive for her, and I feel like she's going to feel like, they're not being supportive of her, and they may not be, they may be overbooking her. I feel like, because the message here that Spirit is giving me is that she's overworked, and she is doing a lot more than what she's supposed to be doing, and she's getting tired of, sometimes being with only 2 to 3 hours of sleep, if even, for the day. It takes a toll on her health. And when I get into her health, she has a susceptibility to develop, some weight issues from a lot of the stress. And also I feel like some swelling, and this would be fluid retained, so around her lymph nodes as well. And I'm not a doctor and I cannot diagnose, so this is not by no means a diagnosis. It's just from Spirit's perspective what I see as a medical intuitive. So yeah, that's something that she would definitely need to watch out. Also get something with her colon. This is in the colon lining itself. There could be some some people would refer to it in the medical community as diverticulitis or polyps, but that's something that she needs to watch down the road. I feel like there is some sensitivity in her colon area. But overall, she just needs to slow it down a little bit. And like I said, there's going to be someone in her team, in her inner circle, that is going to basically get the axe, and it's going to be her call, her shot, because she is the boss, ultimately, of the people that are around her. And I feel like it's going to be a good thing, and she gets new energy and new support with everything that else that is going on. And with Kelvin, there may be a change in residence. So wherever he's living now, they may actually, both of them, move to a different location once they do get married. So there's a lot of different talks about changes in a lot of different things. What is so weird, it keeps coming up, is a lot of, I see like a new home, and I keep seeing Taraji looking at paint colors and, you know, estate sales and kind of like, what do you call that? Weird antiques and things like that. So I feel like she has a knickknack for a lot of those, you know, eccentric pieces for her house. But I just see that, you know, she is going to have a lot of hands on wherever they decide to move to once they get there. But yeah, this is what I see for Taraji P. Henson, and it was a pleasure, you know, doing this reading. So if y'all have any suggestions, I have a list already from my previous video of anyone that you want me to do a reading on. Please comment in the comment sections below, and I'll put them on my list. I have a lot of people that I'll be covering over the next couple of weeks. Also, I want to thank you for tuning in. If you did like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to set up a private reading with me, you can go to my website. That's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. And also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing day.